week. I changed it to week 9. So, it's a long title. Last week was week 8. So remember, last week, it's not week 7 from week 8. Week 7 was our bye week. Week 8 was last video, and now we're on week 9. Just read this title. Alright, play game. We're gonna play. Hopefully, we can get to 6-2. We need this win immediately. They got a freaking good defense. Like, honestly, I think it's the best in the league right now in Madden and real life. Denzel Ward, Brian Burns. What happened with Jair Alexander? I wonder why he's not on there. But I know we got a tough game, so we gotta be rocking and rolling and be ready to win. And yeah, remember, this is I'm only streaming today, and then I won't be back until Thursday. So yeah, okay.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 23 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Now it's Connor.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Stafford. He completes it to Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Stafford now to throw. Jones has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the run is Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A first carry for Samaje Perine.
Yes, sir, dude.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game,
no good, baby, no good.
He's like, hey,
let's go.
These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to have a good defense. They're going to be around.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Fleshed out right. Going deep here for Stills.
Oh,
this
he
is
caught
caught
it.
inside
Oh,
the 15.
no way.
And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside
Oh,
Baltimore's
my
10.
God. He caught it. Declined
So
the
with a big
penalty.
game.
Wait, I want to see that replay, though. I want to watch that replay. Yo, no way. He caught that ball, dude. What a catch. When it was pass interference. Running it. I knew that was pass interference, but he still caught it. Like, look. Like, I knew it was intercepted, but he freaking... That shouldn't even be close for pass interference. But how did he caught it? With one hand. That should be the catch of the year. Oh my God. He caught it. I was going to take it in, but I thought I didn't grab it.
Anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
Let's go!
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So now the Panthers making the decision. They're going to go for 2.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I want to see his overall. How is he sacking me? Oh my God. What happened with Brian Burns, dude? Is he like the star or something? No, it's not him. I don't know where he's at. Oh, he's only a 76, so I guess he's kind of good.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield. Maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
Yeah.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Fielded at about the 28.
Man, I didn't time to run.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And Stills bringing it in.
Well, what's the penalty on?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So. I thought so.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Clock
6-0 our score after 1. McCaffrey following the penalty. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. On 1st and 10 is counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains.
Everybody cover. Don't let him get the first down.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Nice.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, that's an easy touchdown.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Let's go, Kittle. Boom.
Touchdown, Carolina. George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown.
Boom,
and the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket.
Came back, dude. Freaking wide open. I want to see that touchdown by Kittle again. Dude, what a grab. He was, like, honestly wide open. Like, look at that. He loses him. Like, I was maybe gonna pass to Stills, but, no, where's Stills at? Like, he might not be in this play, who knows? It wasn't, still, McCaffrey was right there, Hardman was right there, Stills was right there, and then, like, I went to go gamble. Bruh, I was nearly close to be out of bounds. Like, what? I caught the ball. Or he caught it. He freaking almost got out of bounds, dude. Whoa, I gotta see that replay once more. Hey, let's watch this replay. It's a hike, and then Kittle was guarded. Then they were acting such idiots. Then he caught the ball. Freaking barely got in, barely in bounds. Almost out of bounds though. And he freaking scored, and then he does his whip, and then a skirt and all kinds of crap.
Everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field.
Nice
so you just tell the receiver, just keep going. He'll find him. And he did there.
I think it's me. Cover.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing
No,
is to
dude,
remember
I
that as an
couldn't pick
offensive
that
player,
off.
you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the
Looks like they're
defender.
gonna pass again.
So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts
Nope,
with a
running
little
it,
more
running it, running it.
decisiveness. Maybe a second
Come on, they
fake,
gotta
some
guard
double moves,
him,
things of that
dude. They gotta
nature
guard
to go
him.
and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It's a pickup of
Guard
11
him
and a
next time,
Baltimore
dude.
first
Guard
down. So
Connor.
from the 36 now, first and 10. Right
Gonna
back
run
to
it
Connor
again.
here on first. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Yeah!
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Deshaun Hall just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a draw play. This is Connor. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford.
Yeah!
To escape and
Yeah! Boom!
now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Gotta take 3. Hey,
Some of the fans here
block
don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Swear, dude!
Flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Dude.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
Yes.
It's complete. Stills.
Run.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yellow.
Oh my God, not you.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Oh, wow.
Blitz coming and down
Spike the
he
ball,
goes.
spike the ball. We might not have time.
Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a
Alright,
sack.
hang
And
on.
it goes.
I gotta do something real fast. Give me one moment. No, get out. Oh, Momo, you gotta move, because I gotta kick out Nugget. You gotta move, I'm sorry. Give me my room. But I'm not letting you come in my room at all. No. Alright, we gotta go.
This is a loss of 6. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry.
Come
it does
on,
not.
Tucker,
It's
you're
no
playing in
good.
the rain.
So we reach halftime
Oh
here
my
at a
God.
10-point. You sure you're ready for the third quarter?
Yeah, we are.
Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shot.
Hang on, I can't keep kicking on the cat because he's gonna be a psycho. And I guess I know. I just freaking out. We are at least both done. Alright, I'm sorry about that, guys.
The 10 here.
Let's try this again now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh!
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Tucker now to add the point after.
Man.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
What are you not guarding?
23 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Get out of here. If you touch the moon, you're getting kicked out of my room. Stop it. It's not a toy. I'm trying to play video games. Can you ruin it?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
That's my cat.
From the gun, a give to counter. And he'll take it down here.
Now you want to get out? Thanks for coming. If you even try to come back in, I'm not letting you in. Come on, out. You want to go out? Go. You liar. Hang on. I'll be back. Give me 1 moment.
The 15 at the 16-yard line.
My fault, guys.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
From the 16, Stafford.
Yes,
and he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Yes, sir.
Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes
Another
again.
one. Back to back.
Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Personal foul.
I'm trying to block it. I did not want to do that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Uh-oh.
Sweep, here's Hamilton. Down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task
he
right
caught
now.
it. Darn it.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Come on.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Stafford.
No, dude.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he's going to be slapped and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Stafford.
Yes, sir!
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Go all
Snags
the way,
it for
go all
the
the way,
pick.
go all the way. He might go all the way. No, he
And
doesn't.
now look at him go. And he will
Yes, sir!
Touchdown,
Pick
Panthers.
6. Scoop and score.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to...
Wanna go out, Moo? Have to let her out.
Just anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't
Nice
have good
blocking.
field position, not try to take advantage
Nice
of
coverage.
it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Intercept that? No,
Now a
I
shot
couldn't
taken on
do
3rd down,
anything
but it's
about
going to
it.
wind
I was
up
too
incomplete.
I gotta
Now
go
the
for it.
trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen,
No,
despite the
he
amount
got
of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Cover. What
And
are
they're
you
going to have
doing?
this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted again.
Spins
Later.
by.
Later.
Bowls him over.
Later. You
Past
suck.
the 20.
Frick your team. Haha. I'm bragging on you. You suck.
And he will bring this
Second
one back.
pick 6
It's
of the
a
game.
pick 6.
Let's
Panther
go.
touchdown.
They freaking suck. Let's go.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6
Honestly,
makes
we
that
the best
scoreboard
team
even
in the
more
league.
lopsided.
I remember talking with a
That
guy
might
in
be
the
the
league,
best. Yep.
and I said, what do you do
screwed
when
up
the
on
game's
that.
like this? You know, it's pretty much
That
over.
was
You ready to
kind
go
of
to
my
the bench
fault.
and hang out? He said, oh,
No,
heck
we
no.
still
I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He's going to be stopped here with a
are you
penalty
actually
marker on the
kidding me?
field.
No.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is.
Let me change my quarterback, or if I can. I'm putting Mahomes down for today. He needs a rest. My running back could be
Out.
yeah, no, it's on us, so it's not a big deal.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't
Well, it's
matter
up to 48
anymore
now.
how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Back to throw.
Another
Stafford.
one, back to back, again. We the best team in the league.
He was looking for Daniels that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them. Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback.
You kidding me, dude?
Speak up whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal. Remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that will get out of bounds. So that they may have had.
Come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, that could
And the
have
tip there
intercepted
altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Stafford.
No!
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
No, I caught it,
Able to
dude.
find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way.
Oh, they gotta hurry up. They gotta hurry up.
25 yards that time. Stafford.
Yes, sir!
To escape, and he goes down.
Hall again. All right.
Deshaun Hall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that done?
Oh, they get to the
Yes!
ball. It's blocked.
Finally, we get a blocked kick for the first time ever. Blocked
Well, that
kick
field
at
goal
first
block
one in my
pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word
Finally,
we often
we
use?
did it.
Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
This one complete
And
to Mecole
it.
Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, it in. I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And how it turns out, it turns out.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,
I'll be back later for another.
Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.
By the evening or somewhat time.
Maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.
Good game, everybody.
And that got it done in this one.
Extremely proud of this team. So yeah. Dude, what a game. We're now 6-2. We got another game next week. We gotta go we go back to home. Finally, we get a home game. It's been a while, but yeah. It's like we're the third best team. The worst team right now, I think it's the Packers. Yeah, they won last week. They finally got a win. A lot of teams are 4-4. But also, we will be second seed. Rams are pretty good. Let's show you I bet we have the greatest offense and defense. We're pretty good. Well, we won 46, then we lost, win. We were pretty dominated. Alright. Remember, guys, don't go anywhere. I will be back. And remember, this is my last day streaming. I won't be back until Thursday. See you in a bit. And yeah, bye.